As hundreds of people enjoyed the city's Halloween celebrations, a shooting occurred in downtown Orlando, Florida, early on Friday morning, leaving 2 people dead and at least 7 more injured, according to authorities. A 17-year-old teenager was taken into custody by police on suspicion of carrying out the shooting. Although police claim the victims ranged in age from 19 to 39, no motive has been found thus far, and the identities of those slain and injured have not been made public. Later, the 2 dead victims were identified as a white male, 19, and a black male, 25. A 26-year-old lady was injured after being crushed as the throng left the shooting scene, and 6 other people were shot. Bullets were fired along Central Boulevard and Orange Avenue shortly after 1 in the morning, and further bullets were fired close minutes later, Orlando Police Chief Eric Smith said at a news conference early Friday. For treatment, the injured were transported to Orlando Medical Center. All were in stable condition, according to the police. The suspect was brought into custody after being arrested, according to the police. In 2023, he was arrested for grand theft, a crime for which an inquiry is still ongoing. Orlando published surveillance footage that showed the guy, wearing a yellow shirt, moving through the throng. He seemed to shoot at someone with his right hand. According to the video, crowds scattered in all directions as gunfire erupted. 3 officers rushed to assist in the suspect's arrest after 1 officer knocked him down, according to the police footage. During the press conference, Smith stated that Halloween is one of the busiest evenings of the year in Orlando, and that between 50,000 and 100,000 people are anticipated to join the masses. According to Smith, the shooter was apprehended shortly after the rounds were fired by the roughly 100 police officers on duty in the neighborhood. Police displayed security camera footage of densely populated downtown streets during the shooting, when people were reportedly fleeing in fear as gunfire erupted. The police performed admirably. They reacted as soon as they've heard the gunfire. The others are running then. They're sitting there waiting for a shooter, not actually. A shooter was located. He said, they took him down. He went on to say that the suspect did not seem deterred by the police presence and was determined to complete the shooting. Regardless of his attitude, he was determined to shoot. He passed several policemen. Smith claimed that he passed at least 10 police officers directly. During the press conference, Orange Osceola State Attorney Andrew Bain stated that it is probable that the suspect will face adult charges as the investigation develops. Locals claim that the region has become more disorderly. On Friday morning, downtown workers and pedestrians continued their daily lives in the vicinity of the shooting site, with no indication of the tragedy that had taken place just hours earlier. A parking meter and an adjacent business were separated by about 10 feet of yellow police tape. The 59-year-old Kenneth Brown was in the downtown area on Friday morning since he banks there a couple times a week. When Brown, a dry cleaner, heard about the late-night carnage, he was sad. It's unfortunate. It truly is, he stated. I want to bank somewhere else because of it. Rocio Taylor, 70, who lives approximately 3 streets away from the shooting site, stated that she avoids going out after 7 p.m. on the weekends due to the boisterous bar and club atmosphere. She added that the region frequently hosts festivals and attracts a youthful population. Taylor, who works at a store that sells wedding dresses, expressed her desire to see more police officers. Halloween, she declared, they consume excessive amounts of booze. They frequent clubs at night. They have gotten out of hand. Andrew, 45, who requested that only his first name be used, stated that he was in the vicinity on Thursday from approximately 8 p.m. until just before gunfire broke out, at 12:45 a.m. Thousands of people were partying, many of them wearing costumes, according to Andrew. Andrew donned a Freddy Krueger costume. Despite seeing some kids and a lady with a stroller, he claimed that the majority of the audience was between the ages of 20 and 40. There was a heavy police presence keeping an eye on the partygoers, according to Andrew of Kissimmee. The ambience was excellent. Individuals were giggling and snapping photos of one another. I can't believe it. Everyone was enjoying themselves. Andrew claimed that he was fortunate to have fled just before the mayhem.